I'm Coree Brown Swan, Deputy Director and Research Fellow at the Centre on Constitutional Change based in Edinburgh. I work on the ESRC-funded Family of Nations project, where I, with colleagues, seek to understand the territorial politics of the United Kingdom and its functioning in a post-Brexit world. There are two key strands of this research. The first strand focuses on intergovernmental relations, and Brexit, and indeed the current pandemic, have raised some big questions about the functioning of the United Kingdom, and in particular the way that central and devolved governments work together. We ask, how do intergovernmental relations work, and are the current structures sufficiently robust? Our evidence, which draws on the UK case and comparative examples, suggests that intergovernmental relations are weakly institutionalized and dominated by the centre. This has always been an area of concern, but it seems even more salient as the UK completes its exit from the European Union and must ensure the functioning of the UK internal market outside the umbrella of the EU single market. The current pandemic has also highlighted issues with coordination and indeed communication, often breaking down over the management of the pandemic and the lifting and imposing of lockdown restrictions. This is the case not just between the UK and Scotland, where discussions are coloured perhaps by the constitutional debate, but between Wales and the centre and some of the metro mayors. The second strand of my research has focused on how political parties of all stripes make the case for the Union in a post-Brexit world. What arguments are made from the Union? Are they merely instrumental, focused on material benefits, or is there a larger, more emotional or values-laden discourse? Recently, I led up a project on Labour in the Union, carrying out a number of interviews with Labour politicians in Cardiff, Edinburgh, and London, and in an attempt to understand Labour's constitutional position. In a meeting with a Labour politician, they sighed and said, "I didn't join the Labour Party to talk about the Constitution." However, recent years have made clear that the party will need to develop a comprehensive and credible vision for the UK's constitutional workings, beyond just the immediate issue of Scottish independence or whether another referendum should be held. This work found that Labour has struggled in recent years, squeezed in Scotland between the more assertive unionism of the Conservatives and the nationalism of the SNP. In contrast, and there's diversity within the Labour Party, in Wales we see quite a well-formed understanding of the Union and the case for its reform. However, Welsh Labour has struggled to gain much traction at the centre for these proposals. What becomes clear from this research is that these constitutional debates will continue and perhaps accelerate as we move out of the immediate crisis period, and they're well worth watching.